The geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel, set free. Collect commands, full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go.
Can you hear me now? Because thanks to my wonderful husband for pointing out that I've been talking to myself for the last 5 minutes or so. 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes of talking to myself is perfectly normal, right? Okay. So we're going to start with the VBA. I don't actually want that now. I want it on the left. Oh, God damn it. VBA. The Windows structure is pissing me off. So, find the cell containing command. It then steps through the cells. But now it's running the thing. So I'm going to do an extra check here. That our current range offset 2 columns is empty. Otherwise, we're just going to carry on. And what that will do is if I've got any of these ones with parameters here, they will be in the list, so they'll count towards the session. But so I'm going to call this B select last. We'll just call it remove hours. to take all of these back to being normals. Normal 2. And with this one, we're going to kind of create, we're going to find select last input and remove. And we're going to duplicate that one. And we're going to call this remove hours. And remove hours. So we're taking the word hours out of that, and I'm going to take that off of there, and instead of string remove here, we're going to put in a text string that says space hours. I'm going to mark this one as case specific and put it down as session 3. Refresh. Are you? There we go. Awesome. We're going to need to do this a couple of times. So as above with input hours. And then we've got the same with this one. So tell me I've actually duplicated that. That looks pretty bad. So this is lookup from column 2, but we're going to use pack sums. And this is what my Excel's been doing the last couple of days. So yay, go me. If you're still there, Johnny, is the chat working? So I've got the chat up on the screen. So if there's no audio, you can tell me directly in chat and then I can fix it. And I'm not actually checking my WhatsApps while I'm on stream. Okay, yeah, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, this object is annoying me. Look, it's kind of like duplicated it a number of times and I don't actually want to do that. But anyway, we're going to go for lookup from column 2, duplicate that, and we're going to call this B column 2 of pack sums. Lookup from named range. Pack sums. Look up column 2 from named range pack sums. We're not going to give it a shortcut. This is very much a one-off. And then this lookup range here, it's going to be pack sums. Click OK. I'm going to put this value in here. I think that's going to be the same thing here. There should be a and 3. There we go. So we've done that one, that one, that one. Now it's just kilometers. I swear I am duplicating this annoying thing and I can't get rid of this object, can I? timer, you can go slightly out of the way for now. While I'm... Oh, well, that's not at all annoying. Let's come back. We're good. We're going to assume I'm not using the right-hand side of my taskbar there. So this little chart just shows how many commands I've made in each session. And this one we're going to go remove kilometers. So this is select input pre-1 and remove. That one. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to call it this and remove km. And then this string to remove, we're just going to replace that with kilometers. We can drop the keyboard shortcut. And click OK. Okay. And then finally, we've got this kilometers here. Jackpot Live, what a day. Thank you. Thank you, John. Or am I telling everyone your secret identity as XL Robot Fan? Oh, I just realized if anyone comes back and watches this live, they now know who this XL Robot Fan is. Sorry. Okay, that's made me giggle, but too much for the purpose. Awesome. So we now have some specific robot commands that are just for this case, and that should bypass these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a little bit of conditional formatting on the full range down to wherever we cut off. I'm going to need to start inserting rather than just adding to the end now. And the rule is going to be use a formula, and we're going to check where column E is not equal to that. It's not empty. And with those ones, we're just going to give it a little bit of a medium light fill, make the font kind of medium gray, and we'll give it a strike through. Why not? There we go. So that shows us what we're actually running, but it highlights that it's been excluded, and each of those is followed by a special B dash whatever command. Let's see if this runs on our current case to get us back up to where we were. So we've got a new case file, session 3. And rather than go and run through all the steps that I've put in the right hand column here, I am going to just run through everything. I think it's just run commands from sheet. Yeah. Okay, that says 0 commands have been run in 0 seconds. Does it need to be in the active sheet? sheet name. Run commands from sheet B. Yeah. I also want to change this one. Does it have? It does have D as a launch code, which is a stupid launch code. In fact, I don't even want to call it as a launch code because I never want to use that one outside of just a bit of tidy up. We do not want keyboard shortcuts on those because I'm not going to be using those regularly. Okay, now under the run, run. Oh, okay, I need to have the active cell. Gotcha. So this is B. Let's hit save on this. We're going to go into the new workbook. We're going to put the letter B into a cell, and then we're going to run commands from sheet B. Now I remember how I did this. Okay, we've got some named ranges. It's frozen somewhere. Or it's busy doing something. Or it's still doing stuff. I'm expecting it to go there, do hours, replace hours. It's in an infinite loop. That's my bad. Let's kill you. The incrementation of the loop, I put it into the loop. Duh. And let's go back. At least that's my immediate explanation. I don't want to save anything. Redesign training, open this one up again. So I actually want this to be like that. Perfect. And then okay, so I don't need all of that crap. I also one whisker. That is the infinite loop. Save, close, open our new file. I'm going to take a copy of just so we've got it. Oh, it is auto-saving. Let's not do auto-saves. Let's go back here. Let's open up this original, turn auto-save off, and then hopefully in all the bits I take from it, it's not going to auto-save. Because for the purposes of what we're doing, I do not want auto-save on. That's still got auto-save on. Oh well. All right, so we have a new file. We put it on the left. We're going to put the letter B. I'm going to put it up here so that I can still see it afterwards. And then I'm going to run. Okay, there's our named ranges. Ah, it's doing kilometer. It's not doing an infinite loop. Select spill range. Huh. Okay, so something has gone wrong at that point. This is why we're doing this test anyway. Go to level 2. No, we're on level 1. We've run remove hours. I've got column 2 of Paxons. Okay, let's start again. Let's start from, go to level 2. No, I'm not asking that to resource. Oh, good God. I apologize. Infinite loops. This tells me go to level 1. So is there a reason a robot is not opening? Maybe this. Go to level 1. Remove hours. So this was doing a lookup from column 2. Where did Paxons? I think what I need to do put them on there, make array right, and then do that. Okay, so we'll put in a make array to right here. So let's look up column 2 of Paxons, and then we can select spill range, and then save game answer to left. I'll need to go and select that. Is save game answer to left as per the MEWC robot? So I don't want to take a copy of that. Do I? No, I don't want to hack Eric's code for everything. Do I? I mean, this is an after thing. So this is, okay. Okay, so if I do, okay, well, I'll just add a command that kind of selects. If it's got two ranges, or more than one range, it selects the last one and copies it. Otherwise, it selects the current one and copies it. I'm not sure I can be asked doing that. Yeah, I'm not sure I can be asked doing that. I can go through because this is still going to run at once. Okay, let's see how it runs now. Let's close this one. Open. Okay. Generate the input values. Okay, there's level 1. Oh. Okay, does that stop there? Okay, well, let's put the wrong values in, but we can do that. We're missing multiply by 60. I think that's just because that is capitalized. Awesome, so that should get us like halfway through level 3 by the time we actually have that caught up. So we've spent the first 30 minutes just testing the full run from start to finish. So if we open a fresh, we're going to start each session like this just so that I can see if the previous session's values are able to run correctly. And then we're just going to run commands from sheet. Final attempt, put it in. There's level 1. There's level 2. Okay, so we've gotten this far now with level 3. So the first step was a 15-kilometer hike would take 3.229 hours at a base speed of that. So the pack would be so it's a base speed. That's the hike distance. And then I've just copied that for some reason. And then I've looked, oh, okay, so there's a step here that's missing. So I've copied it to the right. It should be doing a lookup. That is a lookup. So that's a pack. Wait. Nope. There's something missing. So I think I need to 15.5 kilometer hike at a speed of 4.8. This one should be doing a divide somewhere. Divide by a right to left. Before we take a comment. Okay, so if I go we want to move one to the left, select previous column, and then we want to so let's delete that one. So I've made an array. If I can make this a little bit smaller so it's not just always in the way, that's probably a better way to do it, like that. What am I not going to be on? Well, I barely use the whole... Why did I not even just get rid of that? Life is easier. Okay. So I've made an array to the right. Now I'm going to duplicate array to the right. Select previous column. Divide array to the left. Okay, I had a thing before where I duplicated it, but duplicate exact value. I ran like an A somewhere. Oh my god, did you bring me a mouse? Come on, say hello. You've still got a lot of... No, I know that's not mouse, but I don't want the reminder that you've just brought in a mouse by having all of the bits of grass on. You take your grass somewhere else. Okay, so I wanted a duplicate formula to the right. Yes, okay, that's what I wanted to do. So I don't actually want to duplicate array to the right, I want to duplicate formula to the right, which is this one. Okay. So let's go back here. We've done the lookup. Indirect by row. So select previous column. Select previous column. Make array to right. Duplicate formula to the right. Select previous column. The right array by left. That gives us our 3.229. And then we can look that one up. In column 2 of packsums. Awesome. So that tells us we have a pack of 2,400 grams. The adjusted speed for the forest would therefore be... Hi. Okay, we're going to have to add a formula that does a multiplier of the speed. So let's just copy a link to this one. And then we're going to do... This is the speed multiplier. 1 minus that over 10,000. Formula command. So this is okay, so we're gonna make array to the right first. These are the times I've added them to the list rather than when I've actually created them. Not all of these have been created at the time. 3, this is case specific. Calculates multiplier for speed. What's up, dude? Based on pack weight. Okay, now we've got the speed multiplier. Oh, we've got multiply by array to the left. Let's see. If that will work here. So I've got this array. No, that's just looking at the array directly to the left. Aye! Can you not, please? You are a very cute cat. So I need to multiply this by the base speed, which is that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of need to put a space here. Can I do a, when I set that one up, can I do that? Because then I've got to do that 3 times as well. Make a way to write. Let me check something. If I have this. Okay. It's not quite working in the sense that this needs to be, I can do a wrap on that. Yeah, okay. We'll put some brackets around these. I understand. So if I put a space here before, I'm going to make array 2 to the right here. So let's take make array right. That's the one. I'm going to duplicate that one. And what I'm trying to do now is make array 2 to right. Add an array to 2 columns to the right, referencing the active selection. And all that's doing is active cells to the adjacent blank cells. I'm going to change that. I'll make array 2 to right. Which I should actually change the reference for. I'm going to call this one MA2R. Direct per row, and then we can actually go will that still work? So if I go here, so make array to right. Let's save that. Let's go back here. I've created this array, selected the spell range. I've gone, so previous column, 1, 2, 3. Now if I run make array right, no. So this, I'm going to have to do a Easter egg smash. Okay, that was kind of pointless, and I might clip that just for fun later. I'm at the halfway. I've still got 20 minutes before my break. Okay, Easter egg smash done. Oh my god. I take that make array to right. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to call this make array to very right. So make array finds the next adjacent blank cell. To the very right. Let's call this make array very right. Now, active cell tells one that adjacent blank cells. So adjacent blank is just going to be like my first adjacent blank cell. I don't actually want that. Let's do an offset. 0 columns. Sorry, 0 rows, 1,000 columns. I'm basing this on VBA code, so I'm not quite sure how this looks in OA Robot. I can tell you it doesn't look like that. So let's go check out the OA Robot help page. So once again, we're on range expressions. Selection, offset, resize, those are all normal. Active cell, clipboard, spill parent, modifiers, areas, entire table, current region, entire row, entire column. So that's adjacent blank. Okay, so I can't do an end to left. If you get a tail, do you get a head? That's post-spill parent. Oh, okay. I'll come back to you. Order formula. Steps. Yeah. Bollocks. Okay, obviously that's a macro. In which case I could use that. I don't want to do like 3 to the right. What if I... Damn it. Okay. That's no good. So what I'm going to do is make array 2 to the right. I'm going to apply the offset before. So that's made an array 2 to the right. Let's try that again. Oh. God damn it. Okay. Can you do blank or adjacent blank? Selection, active cell, clipboard, spell parent, table data row. Nope. I mean, that nth area. Nope, 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 nope. Adjacent. The first range is the same size immediately to the right or below the range. Adjacent blank. Okay, I'm just going to have to duplicate this and make this array 3 to the right. But using offset 1 and then adjacent blank 1. I hate doing that though, but I need to work out my spacing. Make array 3 to right. And that is an offset of 2 and then looks for the next adjacent blank. We can change that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to make array 2 to the right. Here we're going to do make array 3 to right. What's up, bud? Okay, cool story. I heard you had food already though. Okay, cool. So move kilometers, select next column. We've got that. So we're going to run make array 2 to right. Indirect by row. Marvelous. Select spill range. Select previous column 3 times. And then we're going to run make array 3 to the right. Yes. Hi. Duplicate formula to the right. Select previous column. And then with this previous column, we're dividing array to the left. That's our 3.229. That gives us the hike duration. And then we're going to look this up in packsum. Please tell me that that adjacent blank. Adjacent blank dot cells dot one dot one. Okay, so I still need that bit. What are you doing over there, bud? I'm not sure I like the way this looks. Okay, cool. So what I can do is I can do this as a column 2 from packsums. That is now picking up the weight of the pack and then the adjusted speed. Oh, wait. Let's divide, no, let's look up packsums and then we're going to make an array to the right. What? What's up? Why can't I make array to right on this one? Excel selection is multiples and Excel selection is single area. Okay. Hi, buddy. So we need to select spill. So that gives us 0.76 is a speed multiplier. And then multiply array by leftmost array. And that gives us our 3. So where's our multiply array by leftmost array? There we go. And then we want to multiply by 1,000. Where's our multiply by 60? Is this calls M1K, multiplies value by 1,000. I'm not going to call this 1K specific because that might happen a lot. Okay. So if I take M60, I want to duplicate that. I'm going to call this multiply by 1,000. 1,000. Make the keyboard shortcut M1K. And we're actually going to take, I'm going to put a bracket around this formula just to make sure it's not doing anything dodgy. And multiply by 1,000. Okay, and then if I Control Shift S on that, will it do the whole thing? It will not. So select spell and Control Shift S then. And there's our answer for level 3. Yes! Okay, 1 hour down and we have gotten level 3's answer. I wonder if we can get level 4. Our next step is going to be go to level 4. FML. Let's run a go to level 4 here. All right, we're up to nearly 50 commands. Last time we had 45 commands for the entire case. And we're up to nearly 50 commands with 3 levels down. So this is fun. We have 1 hour in. 1 hour to go. And I think that is a good spot to take our 1 hour break. So I'm going to run the break. You can listen to the music for a few minutes and I will be right back.
Hey, Excel geeks, grab a tea. Jack and her robots, Excel set free. Collect commands, full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go. Pixel geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel set free. Collect commands full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go. Hey, Pixel geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel set free. Collect commands full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go. Hey, Pixel geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel set free. Collect commands full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go. Hey, Pixel geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel set free. Collect commands full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go. Hey, Pixel geeks grab a tea. Jack and her robots excel set free. Collect commands full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go.
Oh, almost kicked off the next one. Almost got the timing perfect. No. You're a cat, you don't eat chocolate. I do. Obsessively right now. Alright. Level 4. What have we got? We're starting level 4. Okay. Should we do a quick relaunch just to see how everything goes up to that point? So don't save that. We're going to run session 3 again from scratch. To the left, put the letter B up here. Run. And then I hope it fills in everything. Okay. It's kind of slow when it's awesome. So 25 seconds to get to level 3. That's great. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer to actually run all of that in practice and copy paste everything. But we'll go see what we've got. So level 4, we're considering the terrain map and the following hikes. All the hikes are 21 cells long. How many cells belong to the stated terrain? Okay, so we're going to do a split on that. So I think I've got something that kind of does something on the last column, but we want something that just goes to the last column, which selects the whole last column. So we could run a select last input and remove, but without removing anything. But I'm actually just going to duplicate this and go select last input. Select last input column. And we're going to go to this is not going to be a replace. This is just going to be a select. I'm pretty sure there's some select in here. Yep, there we go. And we could run this with just an empty. See if that works. Okay. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. All right. So, nope. I'm going to call this a navigation one, but I'm going to take what we've got here and erase. Then that's a cylinder. So is it a navigation? Huh. So we're just going to do this one and just not do the. Oh, someone's getting some food, guys. Okay, we don't need a string to remove. We don't need an object cell. And we can just get rid of all of that. Save. Okay. And we're going to run this one. And we're going to call this select last input, and this is just a select. And that runs that macro. And we'll click OK. So, okay, we're going to select last input. Okay, then we're going to make array 2 to the right. Split text, split by character. No, we don't want to split character. Could I go up? Split.
Bye.
Bye. Split text doesn't work on arrays unless we do a map. So okay. So that's our input. We're going to apply a map. Why you not calculate? This is the problem I was just having in that last case I was doing. So I can't do it by row on a text split. Okay, that's not even doing the text split, so I can't try and do the next step. So. I thought map worked with text split. Why not? I just got map working with text split, so why did it work in my last file but not this one? If it was not doing that one. No. Okay. Well, let's just... Oh. Do I not just have a text split stuff? Split text by character, split by character. That's every character. I don't actually want to do that. Don't do that. God, I did it. And now I can't undo it. Okay. Let's reopen the case. Okay, so in the terrain map, I don't actually want to do an index because I need the whole thing. I suppose -2 row, -1 column. Okay, let's try this. Row column, and I want to do an easy indirect actually. The index of text split of the index of our input range, again H192. I feel like I should just split this out. Yeah, that's working. Have I not imported my Lambda library? No, you just can't calc. Cool. All right. So text split this, and we're going to split by I think I need to hard code this first. Yeah, this needs to be hard coded first. Do I not have something that just is copy? Yeah, okay. Duplicate. Duplicate formula to the right. Now, split text by 7. Come on. Ah, that's good. But we went by column. Okay. So what we can do here, we're getting somewhere, is I can do a duplicate formula to the right. And then we're going to do a split text by semicolon, which I'm going to edit a bit. So that's a actually, or a split text. We quite often use that, or a semicolon. And I'm actually going to put that in the let's try that way. Okay, so we're gonna you go there. I don't want you here. No, stop it. Go away, go away. I want this. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. So our example, we're going to select last input. We're going to duplicate formula to the right. And then we're going to split text by semicolon. Lovely. And then we're going to apply indirect. And we're going to put a on the front of that. No, that doesn't work. There we go. Sure. Where's my easy indirect lambda? Huh. No, I'll come back to that one because that's going to cause a problem right now. But where is easy indirect? It says you're not here. Here you are. What is happening with that? Should be all the way up there anyway. If is omitted. Right. Indirect terrain map. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do the breakdown thing that we're doing always. Okay. Okay. Let's try column separator right. That's only going to do the one. Oh. Oh. apologize. And I'm back. All right. I think I thought there was a way to just kind of split the column array up. Hey, Ashley. Alright, so a lot of this is me mucking about at the moment. Okay. That's not how you spell array, but sure. That one just extracts all the columns. I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to have to create something that just like dumps special values. So let's just do that. Okay. Excel formula command. We're going to call this paste values. Array to values, something like that. And I'm just going to call that V. And what I'm going to do here is set this equal to selection dot value. Does that work? No. I need to find a command where Eric is. Range address, structured references. Active cell dot current region. No, active cell dot value. I mean, I could just use a macro for it. That would be really quick and easy. But I feel like you could do this in a simpler, just straightforward command. Active cell dot formula. Could I just do active cell dot? Let's try that. Active cell, but not formula, we use value. But that's active cell, not selected range. So maybe I change this to selection. Array to values, so I'm just going to call that a V. Let's just see if this works. And run array to values. That did not work. Put an equal sign in. I don't want an equal sign in there. So if I take the equal sign out and just do selection.value, does it let you do that? Or let's try that. This is such an experiment. Okay, cool. We're getting closer. But that's still looking at cell D22. I don't want D22. I want the value. I just wanted to have the value of what's in that cell. Let's try again. Could it be that simple? It could not. I mean, I could just, yeah, let's just do the macro for this one. Okay, so this will be a utilities, I guess. Macro. Sub, copy, paste values. Selection dot value 2 equals selection dot value 2. See if that works. I'm not trying to do that. Let's just call it copy paste values, see if that works for now. Please tell me this works. Yes. Okay. So we're just going to do that. And now it's individual cells. It's not an array. And then I can wrap it in easy and direct. Oh. Is that what I'm going for? Yeah, the -21468262243 is not it. I'm not even sure I came up with that one. This is weird. Okay. Let's try this again. Copy paste values. I'm just going to call that one copy paste values. And okay, we'll delete this one. Let's go to wrap in easy and direct equals easy and direct. Actually, there we go. This one's automatically found my lambda. Apply easy and direct with terrain map sheet. That's fine, and we're going to call this a wrap with. Awesome. That's going to go there after I've done a copy, paste values and everything. press V. From selection, not even active sync, and then this one wraps function in easy and direct. And that will be the equivalent of this function, which we're going to exclude. And what this one will do is we're going to take a duplicate of this one. We're not going to apply the terrain map sheet, so this is just going to be applying this lambda. And then here we're going to go worksheet name. So that allows us to run that one at any point in time in the future, but I have to type in terrain map.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Thanks, Alexa. I don't need your help right now. Okay, let's see if this works. So I have gone, let's do all of this. We've got this selected, so select last input. We're going to run duplicate formula to right. That should be. I'm going to split by semicolon. Then we're going to copy paste values. Okay, so we're going to select spill first. Duplicate formula to right. Split by semicolon. Select spill. Okay, that's not going to work because it's looking at the selection. So what we're going to do is for select spill range, we're going to do a check on the selected cell. I'm going to do a range union. Spill parent dot spilling to range else. That is a really annoying thing about VBA. Sometimes I just want to go somewhere and fetch something. So if I run this here, okay, so range union is not set. what if I set it here? I need to do a set, obviously. Duh. Set and set. I-93, we're not going to include. Okay, so what I also need to do here is if range cell dot is range. Hey buddy, can you not be on my keyboard though, please? You come on my shoulder. There's a good boy. All right. Has spill. It's really hard to type with you there. I'm just gonna say it. Okay. There we go. We got everything selected. Okay. Wow, you are so shoulder scratchy, aren't you? Good cat. Bad scratch. Okay. Who's my little weirdo? You are. Okay, come. But you're like pulling my clothes off. I mean, not. You're just twisting them around. Why don't you sit in my lap? There. You can be a lap cat. You don't have to be a shoulder cat. Okay, I think I've got that working. And I think Johnny's home. Okay, so that's that step. What, as my husband? Ow! Does anyone who doesn't know by now? I'm undercover. Okay, did I say who's my little weirdo? Okay, that is literally this guy is a little weirdo, to be fair. You're gorgeous. Okay, so I've got this range selected and I want to select spell range, which I didn't put in here, but then I want to copy paste values. Well, that didn't work, did it? Okay, so we're going to do, okay, copy paste values comes after I've done a select spell range, which I have changed the meaning of. But I also need to change my copy paste values code. So that is in utilities, copy paste values. And what I'll do is, rather than just do a straight that, we'll do a cycle. Next range cell. Okay, so that will actually just cycle through the cells. Save. Oh, crunchy knick-knack snacks.
Does this count as a PDA?
Oh.
Feel how soft.
I think the cat wants that looking very
Feel how
face.
soft.
Johnny bought me a jelly and it's so soft. It's softer than you, Doc. He's annoyed because it's softer than him. That's a good boy. I'm gonna cuddle the teddy. Okay. It's my teddy though. That is actually really soft. Okay. Let's see if this works now. Try again. Save this. Go back here. Oops. Go back here. So we're going to do the duplicate formula to the right. This one looks a bit slow at the moment. Then we're going to split by semicolon. Select spill range. So that's all the cells. And then we're going to copy paste values. That's slow. Oh. What? No, I'm not expecting that kind of behavior from a VBA. Come on. Thank you. Has rich data type, has formula, has array. Ranges. How can you check if it's a contiguous range?
Anybody watching?
The what?
Anybody watching?
Ashley's here. I'm listening to me talk to Doc and going like, who's my little weirdo?
I applied, but I wasn't weird enough.
Okay, I've got 8 minutes left, so let's solve this. We're going to use our good friend Claude Ed. And see what she says. I should just check Eric's code on similar background color or something. It won't come. So okay, let's try that one, see if this works. I can go back into my regular. So we've got this selected. And we're going to duplicate formula to the right. Then we're going to split by semicolon. Then we're going to select the spill range. Okay, and then we're going to copy paste values. That's slower than it should be. And it hasn't worked. Let's try this again. Huh. Okay. So let me take that. Ah, okay. Okay, what if I don't do it by that and I just do yeah, that's done it. Okay, cool. So duplicate formula right. I'm not sure what I just applied, but I'd be applying something repeatedly. I have no idea what I've done. Okay, let's close that workbook and try again. Where are we with this? We can copy paste values and then we can, okay, and let's try run from start to finish and see how we get on. I've got 2 minutes left, so it would be a good time to test run that. Naming ranges. That Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Copy it. Let's split it. One time around. The Excel name text and Excel failed to load named ranges. It didn't like Leanna. Okay. Okay. So what if I took a duplicate of this? And we did apply indirect. Not the lambda, just indirect. I'm going to put I actually need to rename this one too. And that is time up. So let's see if this one runs, and we're going to stop there for the day. Okay, we'll take away the reliance on this lambda. That still relies on that lambda. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new one. We'll call that one failed so that I can call this the one that I want. And there's going to be a wrap. And the formula is going to be equals indirect terrain map and not active cell selection. Yeah, active cell. Nope. No. Okay, so Active cell value. Okay. I'm going to do each row as a step and test each attempt. So what if I take that out and put the quote here? Yes, we have success. At this point, we can now. Okay, that's a very slow way of doing that. But it is doing that, and it means that we can finish off level 4 at the start of the next stream. So I'm going to end there while it is very slowly doing that, and come back to this on the next session to try and make a bit more progress. Let's have a look at our current sheet. We're up to 56 steps. And because this is still going, I can't actually check our current command. Yeah, that's just ended. End. No, you're not going to end it. Okay, I'm going to tweak that so that's doing, we have to do that by array. We can't be doing this cell by cell. But that's for next time. And this is just apply indirect. And a note for myself for next time to fix this to do arrays because that is too slow. And at the moment, our current command leaderboard, if we ignore move right and the navigation ones, is if array then 0, duplicate array to the right, duplicate formula to the right, and make array to the right. So that's like taking copies of my arrays to work on things. Is my most used command. All right. Let's end there. Thank you for joining me. And I'll be back again soon to do another 2 hours of this. Bye.
Hey, Pixel Geeks, grab a tea. Jack and her robots, Excel set free. Collect commands, full speed ahead. The series runs from A to Z. Oh, a robot training show. A to Z. Let's go.